What if the Titanic was sunk on purpose? What if it didn't have to happen? What if this wasn't a tragic accident, but a setup? It was called unsinkable, but 4 days into its maiden voyage, the Titanic disappeared beneath the Atlantic. Over 1,500 people died. April 10th, 1912. The Titanic leaves Southampton, headed for New York. Days later, disaster strikes. It hits an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. Just under 3 hours later, the ship vanishes beneath the sea. The cause? Human error, an unlucky iceberg, and outdated safety standards. That's the version we're told. But what if that's only half the story? Recently discovered photos show dark streaks on the Titanic's hull. Experts believe it was fire damage from a coal fire burning in the boiler room before the ship even left port. The fire weakened the very side that hit the iceberg. Coincidence? Or a crucial cover-up? Titanic was owned by the White Star Line, funded by one man, J.P. Morgan. He had a private suite booked on the ship, but canceled his trip at the last minute. Three of Morgan's financial rivals, John Jacob Astor, Benjamin Guggenheim, and Isidor Straus, didn't cancel. All of them died on the ship. All three were opposed to a central banking system in the U.S. A year later, the Federal Reserve was created. Some believe that Titanic didn't sink at all, that it was swapped with its damaged sister ship, the Olympic, in a high-stakes insurance fraud. Different porthole layouts, conflicting hull numbers, testimonies from crew members who noticed odd changes. The Olympic was impinging financially. A staged disaster could pay out millions and wipe it from the books. A fire inside the ship, a mysterious last-minute cancellation, billionaires dying, and a potential switch between ships that made a loss into a payout. What if the Titanic was more than a tragedy, but a perfectly timed move in a global power game, one that changed the financial world forever? The Titanic now rests in silence at the bottom of the Atlantic. But its story may be far from over. The real question isn't how did it sink, but who really benefited when it did. What is the greatest maritime disaster was never an accident at all?